We've pulled DJ Watkins out of the stands before and had him come out and fight. So absolutely.
Here we go.
All right.
Oh! Beautiful slam by Matt Jerome in the blue and gold. Albert Dudley in trouble. Is he in a position where he can work the head and arm?
Matt Jerome got the mount. Absolutely has the mount.
Now
he's going to try to pound out. Dudley better do something. Jerome goes to the back. He's got his hooks in, and he's looking for a choke, and it looks like he has it, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like Dudley has that choke.
Dudley's showing a lot of heart, though. Needs to keep working the hand fight. Jerome doesn't quite have it under the chin.
Doing all he can.
DJ, what are you trying to do right now if you're on the bottom?
Right now on the bottom, you just got to escape the mount. You got to get guard back. You got to get a sweep.
So we need essential with hand control. He's doing a decent job of controlling Jerome's hands. Now, sometimes you find with a longer fighter, would you rather work in half guard or rather go ahead and go to the mount?
I'd go to mount, actually. But that's just me. You know, different people have different styles. Some can control better from half guard.
Well, Matt Jerome taking your advice, going to mount. Let's see if he's got it under the chin. It's close. Dudley showing heart. Absolutely not ready to fold.
Jerome looking for the rear naked. He's got mount. He's in dominant position. If he pushes his legs out and gets in the right position, he can pound him all night. So yeah, absolutely. He can.
That being said, the smaller man's showing a lot of heart under there. He's giving up 15 pounds, and he's
Dudley's
not
hanging in there.
He needs the easy way out.
He cannot stay in.
Oh, and the sweep by the bottom man. Not a way to show heart, bottom man.
In guard, swept the position, and he has that leg up on Matt Jerome. We'll see what happens.
DJ, knowing that you've taken somewhat of the next step in mixed martial arts, how important do you think it is?
I'll tell you, Jerome's working his sweeps, but
like this that aren't quite
Dudley's determined, man.
You know,
Dudley's determined.
These shows are great. They give people something to start on. You know, a proving ground. You know, a base to start at to work their way up to the big shows.
And a lot of things that people got to realize about a show like this is you're going to get the gamut. You're going to get a guy like this.
We got the ref standing up.
Seen it, and you're going to get a guy who's at the next step.
Out. Dudley with the front kick, jumping front kick. Matt Jerome takes him down, side mount.
Again, controlling position.
Jerome is trying to work his best around and keeping that side mount. There's a lot of things you can work from side mount. Dudley's kind of trying to hang on right now. All right.
DJ, being in this position here in side control, do you like
we got
to
the full mount?
We got
the full mount by Jerome.
Advance to the mount.
It all depends on what he gives me, really. There's the end of the round.
That's the round, ladies and gentlemen. Round ends. Jerome mounting. Dudley hanging in there. Dudley gets up from the round. He's hopping around. He's looking good.
What are you looking for in side control to decide whether you're going to advance for an isolation, for a submission, or go ahead and go to the mount?
It depends on what he gives me. You know, if he's leaving an arm hanging, you know, I might think about a submission. If he's putting the arm up too close to his neck, I might think about a choke. Otherwise, I like to advance to the mount to get a dominant position and possibly rain down some blows and control them.
Now, Brandon, being an armbar specialist, what are you looking for in that situation in side control? DJ, again, would probably go ahead and move to mount. What would you do in side control?
If I was in side control, man, I'd be trying to push the kid's head away from me, looking away from me, and I'd be trying to get him to think about something else. I'd be trying to look for that arm, obviously, and pass my right leg over his head and
Ladies
get
and
the
gentlemen,
arm bar.
that's the beautiful differences that you find in mixed martial arts. You're going to find the subtlety. Neither style is a better way to go. It's just whatever particular discipline you feel comfortable with in advancing your position. Accomplished specialist, not to say that DJ Watkins isn't legendary for breaking arms, but some people, even a submission specialist, and I'm with that camp, think it's better to move to the superior position. It's always easier to punch and get a stoppage than to try to submit a slippery man. But next to a guy with over 10 submissions by armbar and triangle, it's kind of hard to argue that, huh, DJ?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, we're looking for our last-minute corner instructions. Ash Rivers giving special instructions to his fighter, even though he's working hard tonight. We got Mike Canese reffing this fight. We got Matt Jerome getting corner instructions. Albert Dudley showing a lot of heart. Let's see what we got in round two.
Absolutely.
15 seconds till round two.
Dudley's been in a lot of bad positions. He's been in a good position, but he's hung in there, and he's got the heart. So this kid's not going to give up. So Jerome's going to have to tap him or hurt him or break him, and that's it. Oh, Jerome with the takedown. Side mount immediately. I think Jerome's at this point.
Yeah, Jerome came into round two with a new fire about him. Seems like he's got some good motivation from his corner.
Yeah.
He really wants to pull out a W here.
Right on. I think Rivers told Jerome the right things, and he's fired up. And mental, tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, mental is 50% of the battle. If your head isn't right, you're not going to win. That's period.
I'm really surprised by Albert Dudley showing a lot of heart. He is not folded. I know
No,
a lot
absolutely.
of people that would have tapped 5 submission attempts ago.
Yeah,
Albert
absolutely.
Dudley looks good. Can you work the head and arm from there, DJ?
No, not really. He's not giving it to him just yet, but you can definitely manipulate his body to give him to give it up.
If I'm at Jerome, I'm inside mount. I'm trying to pass. I'm trying to work knee on stomach and get a dominant position and pound him out. I'm not trying to get mount. Mount is easy to get swept in mount if you're not right.
Even with the heart that's being shown by Albert Dudley right now, the way I see it, I think Matt Jerome's weight and domination is probably going to prevail through. I'm not so sure he's going to make it to the last round. Let's see if Matt Jerome can posture up and go ahead and take the risk to finish. I think he can finish it. What do you think, DJ?
He's just working for position.
So
right
Dudley
now.
Dudley turns away to his stomach, trying to get out of the mount, the side mount. Matt Jerome's working the choke.
All the way in mount.
Matt Jerome's still side mounted, and he's pounding away.
Crowd begging for action, really wants them to come out from under their hopes that Mike Neese sees it to stand it back up. Matt Jerome definitely wants to keep that.
No, absolutely. Okay, Albert Dudley's trying to get his hooks in, trying to pass around to the back of Jerome. Now, if he can do that, he's in absolutely great position.
There's some interesting grappling we got going on here, folks. For a second, that didn't even have a name to it, but the position they were in. Now he's in the mount. Now Jerome is in the mount again.
Jerome mounted again.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we spoke about it before, you're gonna with a fight like this, you're gonna see the gamut of technique and skill. You're gonna see a lot of more mistakes.
Jerome's got Dudley in a bad position. He's got the hooks in. He's got him flattened out on his back. This is the absolute best position you can have. We'll see what Jerome does with this.
Yeah, hopefully Jerome can capitalize right here with this extremely dominant position he is. He can work punches and a choke from here. Now he's back to mount.
I'll tell you what, Dudley rolled around on his back, which tells me a lot about Jerome. Jerome is hurting in this fight.
Regardless of some of the unorthodox position we've seen, the one thing that is a prevailing thing that we've seen in the fight is Matt Jerome's ability to keep post and keep dominant position with art, regardless of his lack of inexperience. At the same time, he's keeping his base spread. He's doing a good job of staying on tight. But
there goes the round, ladies and gentlemen. Hell of a round again. Back and forth. Third round will tell the tale as far as I'm concerned. You don't know what these guys are going to do. Dudley has the heart. Jerome has the technique, so we're about to see.
As a former wrestler, I'm going to go ahead and give it 2 rounds to 1 Jerome just based on roll and dominant position. DJ, I know you don't have a lot of experience with being down coming the third round, but when you are in a situation like this, from the training that you have, because everybody's been down in the gym, what are you looking to do to try to change your game plan, to try to make an adaptation for a fighter that's beaten you 2 rounds to 1?
Yeah, well, that's kind of a hard scenario for me to put myself in because I don't normally go past the first round. But when I do, definitely I'm trying to look at a weakness in his game right now. I'm trying to listen to my corner. My corner can always see better than I can what's going on, and now is really the time to take the first 2 rounds for a good experience, and try to expose the weakness.
Hey, the crowd giving a hand up for Dudley, hanging in there and not giving up an inch. Dudley is in it to win it.
You got to love matchmaker over here at the side of the ring with a bulge in his pants for the man that he put on the 10-minute. Albert Dudley, definitely making the promoters happy. Sitting over here, I got Lee Boutwell and Scott Jennings smiling from ear to ear over here, loving it. Albert Dudley, killing it.
Dudley's obviously here to make a statement. He's not going to give up. Don't know who his camp is, don't know who his corner is, but this kid is here to play.
Ladies
and here we go for the third round.
I apologize for the late notice. This is what happens in catch fights. This is Anthony Dudley.
Oh,
I made a mistake with Albert. Anthony
throwing hard
Dudley.
licks off the bat.
Hard Anthony Dudley. Oh.
Jerome giving the knees to Dudley as much as he can.
The knee, DJ.
Dudley hanging in there trying to a judo throw. They are going to blows on this.
Nice double leg.
Jerome pick up in the air and slam down.
Let's see if he chooses to go to the mount or work inside control.
Jerome again trying to get a side mount. Dudley trying to keep him from it. Dudley, all the heart in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a big hand for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing more satisfying than anticipating. Now, I'm going to go ahead and eat crow. Thought this was going to be a one-round knockout. I was wrong. Anthony Dudley, thank you for being in
Jerome, though, doing his thing in mount, stretching him out, getting his hooks in so he can mount up and pound on him. Dudley has to have a lot more to be able to sweep him.
Now, DJ, I know that you fought in both scenarios.
And Dudley sweeps him.
And since we're at the end, which would you rather deal with, a ring or a cage?
Dudley's got the back. Dudley now trying to get the hooks in on Jerome. Absolutely. Beautiful. Dudley trying to get the hooks in on Jerome. Jerome definitely with the first and second round. Dudley hanging in there the whole time and looking good.
Brandon, have you ever been in a situation where you're dominating a fight and you found a fighter in a superior position to you with the opportunity to choke you out late in the fight? What's going through your mind?
Absolutely. Not choke me out because I'm the dude. Just kidding. But no, absolutely, man. You positions, and it's all heart at that point. You get in a bad position, you got to fight out of it, and it's all your heart. Cardio's out the window. You listen to your corners. They're telling you what to do, and it's all heart at that point.
Here we go. We're going back to the corner. Here we go.
They are standing him up. This could be the fight of the night. I mean, this is amazing. These guys are going to it. Again, two unknown fighters giving their hearts in the ring, and here we go.
Anthony Dudley bringing the love.
Throwing the super hard hands.
Anthony Dudley showing the late heart, has a bigger gas tank than Matt Jerome, looking to try to hip down. Let's see if Anthony Dudley can get his hips out.
Not giving up an inch again.
This is a perfect example of where a cage would give you an advantage to stack him into the cage. Right now with the ring, Dudley's trying to keep him above that top rope. Jerome's actually trying to push him under it. Is that why you think a cage is superior, DJ?
Yeah, believe it or not, the guy on the bottom has an advantage in the cage, too, because he can scoot his back up to come back to his feet.
Being an armbar specialist, Brandon, what advantages do you find with the cage?
Well, I'll tell you this, man. Cage, you can play off your feet. You can kick out into arm bars. You can do a lot of things. I'll tell you that Dudley, it looks like he's training from the Garcia camp. A lot of hard strikers, Garcia's. They want to bang out. They want to knock you out. Dudley, all over the place, man. He'll hit you hard. He'll be on the ground, and he'll find a superior position.
Dudley's showing a wonderful fifth win.
Yeah,
Dudley is bringing it when I didn't think he had any left. Dudley really
Jerome mounted.
Look, that's going to be a sweep. That's going to be a
sweep. But don't look for Dudley. Dudley with the sit out. Dudley not giving up. That's the third round, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to go ahead and give that 2-1 unanimous decision to Matt Jerome.
Yeah, this is going to be it.
It was the fight of the night so far. Anthony Dudley showing the heart. What do you think, DJ? What do you have to say about this fight?
Yeah, definitely Jerome won that. You know, I say 2-1, but great heart from both fight. Awesome show for the crowds. Crowds love fights like that.
Oh, God. Beautiful. Both these guys came to bang, and they did. All 3 rounds.
Let's go ahead and give one more big, humongous round of applause.
I think the fight goes to the crowd because this was one hell of a fight, probably the fight of the night so far. No doubt about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen to this crowd. Listen to the crowd that you got going on. The crowd's loving the heart that's going to blue. I think it's 2-1. Jerome, but Anthony Dudley showing ultimate heart here in Huntsville, Alabama.
Absolutely agreed. Dudley came out. He's 15 pounds lighter. He's looking slim. He hung in there and would not give up anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, we almost forgot that this was a catch weight fight, giving up all that extra weight. Huge respect to Anthony Dudley.
Absolutely.
Huge respect to Matt
Dudley
Jerome.
Deserves all the crowd's applause. Give it to him. Give it to Anthony Dudley for the.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead to the official announcement by ring announcer Chris Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's late edition catch weight fight. Judge number 1 scores it 30-28. Judge 2 scoring it 30-27. Judge number 3 scoring it 30-28. By unanimous decision, your winner, Matt Jerome!
And there's the decision. The crowd favorite is not liking it. The crowd isn't liking it, but you know what? That's just a show of respect for both fighters. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to love. Oh, there's the heart. There's the backflip. Anthony Dudley bringing it here in Huntsville,
no doubt
Alabama.
about it. No doubt.